Good morning, everyone. It's Karen from Karen's Corner. We're outside in the yard today. So I did some mowing yesterday, and I didn't exactly mow the yard, but I did some paths, and I want to show them to you. So as you can see from looking down into the yard and that, the old goat pen where the goat shelter is, I don't know how well you can see it, but I mowed a path here, and I've mowed a path across here. You can see where the flags are. And I did that so that I have a path to walk in. But I left these patches, like you can see where the flags are in that. And I was trying to figure out for next year, I thought about like putting out wildflower seeds. These mushrooms insane. They're just like a path of them all the way over there. Anyway, squirrel. So with these paths, I can walk in whenever I want to instead of getting myself all wet and what have you, my feet. But I did put flags out. There's a flag there and in the corners so that I leave this area, these little patched areas, free and not mowing them. And so I'll just mow like a path instead so I got someplace to walk. I was wondering what to do with these areas. I kind of like these flowers. Are they flowers? What are they? And does anybody know, can I plant wildflower seeds in these patches that I've made for next year? Now this is a big patch across here. So I have another path going through here. And around and what have you. So I left patches where I didn't mow, and I thought about sowing like wildflower seeds out here, but I don't know. Do I have to do something with the property? Sorry about the vehicle noise. So do I have to like tear this up, or can I just spread seed here and it'll grow, or what can I do with it? What can I do with it? So I really like that I mowed these paths. I had done it earlier in the summer, and then for whatever reason, well, after the fence came down, for whatever reason, I then chose to mow it. But I kind of like having the path. I was wondering what to do with this goat shelter. I thought about taking it down, but then I changed my mind. I could probably use this as planting station for next year, maybe, huh? I don't know. Yeah, so you can see different patches here. There's a big patch in there, and there, and over there, over there. And I kind of did it throughout the whole yard. My neighbors are doing a yard sale. A couple of the neighbors are doing yard sales this coming weekend again. That is due to the Park County Covered Bridge Festival that's been going on. So neighbors can put stuff out. I'm not going to do that this year. I didn't know anything about it. So anyway, like I said, I've got these paths, and now I have these little portioned out patches that I don't want to mow because I'm like enjoying the flowers. So does anyone know what these are? These little flowers? They're all over. So yeah, even up towards the house here, I've got these paths, paths over there in between the buildings. And was trying to figure out what to do as far as gardening or just putting wildflower seeds out or something. I don't know. So now back here between the buildings is where I'm at. That doesn't work anymore. This used to be the chicken yard up through here. And this was part of the goat pen. So I mowed in here a little bit too, just to make a path, but you can't really tell because nothing's really growing in here. And now there's the shed. the goats were in. This is the chicken run. And so I'm not going to take down the fence. I do have some cattle panel here that I'm going to use next year. We're just trying to figure out where to use it at. Yeah, here we are. So yeah, these patches here, I don't really want to mow. I kind of like the way it looks. But wondering if I should add something to it, you know, like wildflower seeds or, you know, how to do that. I kind of wish I'd have left the fence along here so that stuff could grow up on like this did. But I didn't, and that's okay. That's okay. What can I do with these posts? You know, is there something, should I put a bird house at the top, climbing vine flower thingy or something? But I don't want to have to plant something that I'm going to have to redo every year. I want something that's going to come up every year. So yeah, here's a nice patch. So yeah, I got a nice path. But I don't really have, I have some grass, you can see that. But this is what most of my property looks like. That's what it looks like. So I need suggestions for what to do with my yard next year. Seeing as how I could, you know, spend the winter figuring it out. What kind of gardening do you all do? So leave your comments and suggestions. I'd really appreciate it. Then I can start making some plans for next year. I thought about putting like bird feeders in the center of each of these patches. But yeah. Now, is this an ornamental grass? I was really considering planting some of those around. Especially between my property and the other property on the other side of me. To give each of us some privacy, I guess. So that's what I've got going on today. Just trying to figure out some plans. We're doing some gardening or wildflower or something, or making some paths. So if y'all have some suggestions and tips, leave them in the comments, and I'd really appreciate it. Let me know what your gardening is like, and planning, and so on and so forth. In the meantime, y'all have a great day and a fabulous weekend. We'll see you next time. Bye.